Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial on the 2.5 section of your practice test. So in 2.5 we talked about our real world models and putting them into our calculators to get a scatter plot. So first of all, we need to notice that we are talking about in this problem temperatures and ice cream sales. So this is going to be our X and this is going to be our Y because temperature is causing our ice cream sales to either go up or go down. So then from here, I'm going to go over to my TI-84 calculator, and reminder, the stat button gives you all of your information about scatter plots. So I'm selecting that. I'm going to go to edit, and I actually have, just to save time, put in all of the temperatures into my L1 and all of the money into my L2. So pause the video and add those in. All right, now after you have those in, double, triple check, because obviously if your data is wrong, everything else is going to be wrong. So then again, the stat button gives you everything. So I'm going to go over to stat, and we want our calculator to calculate for us. So we're going to go over to calculate, and then reminder, we want to find our linear equation. So I'm going to go down here, and we want option 4, and we're going to hit enter. Now, depending on what kind of calculator you have, I have a newer version, so I have to hit enter a whole bunch saying, yep, I want L1, L2, and then calculate. So as you can see here, we're in slope-intercept form. So the A is really our slope and the B is our y-intercept. We also need our R in here as well. We do not need R to the second, okay? So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna write that information down. So we have our y equals mx plus b equation. So I'm gonna say y equals, since we're talking about money, I'm gonna do 2 place values. So we're gonna have 4.19 x, and then our y-intercept was 163.41. Let's use our calculator and answer the R right away since it's still on there. So down here, our R, we're going to round it to 0.84. Okay, so since our R is positive and 0.84 is pretty close to 1, we would call this a strong positive. Okay, if it was a negative number, we'd say negative. But since it's positive, we say positive. Okay. The final thing we're going to do is notice that we're going to take our linear equation here and we're going to plug in some data. So we're trying to predict, well, what if it was 95 degrees out? How much would our ice cream sales would be? So we're going to grab our equation from above there. I like to do this step last because if, like my calculator, once I start typing stuff in, it's going, 95. It starts losing everything. Okay, so I like to do this step last. So we're grabbing our equation and we're making a prediction. So we're going to plug this in. And what my calculator is telling me is that it's going to be about $234.64. If you do not know how to do the calculator stuff, there is information in your 2.5 notes. Okay, we have 3 more problems to do. We need to